Today, once again, setting the mood. Now, today we'll be discussing some more serious matters in Clash Royale. As we all know, these little piggies here are getting an Evo. Now, I don't have access to the Evo. I don't have access to the early 3 Musketeers either. But these are basically that are handcrafted, that are probably going to be the best for Royal Piggies. This one and this one probably going to be the best for Royal Piggies, and obviously the 3 Musketeers are in this one. And we have a Lava Hound deck with this one. It's basically a Lava Loon deck without the Loon. And more of the pigs. And then these are going to be probably the best counters to them. Of course, we had to add our daddy in there. But we'll start with our first deck. We're going to go into a grand challenge so we don't face any smelly individuals that are just too bad at the game. We're going to face Eli, first of all. Now, we do want to cycle to our Evil Valk. But obviously, we're going to go with our piggies here. And we're just going to get with a nice Vines on here. Vines is a very good spell, especially for this. He might be playing some type of mortar deck, it seems. That candy card's a little mysterious, a little juicy, right? A little tedious even, you could say. I think we'll just go with our Valkyrie on that because I'm not sure exactly what he's going to do. Okay, he's going to kind of go with a strange play here. So we're going to go Valk and minions to make sure we take that all out because we don't want that candy card getting like any value on a tower. Yeah, so he's going to kind of waste 3 elixir there, to be honest. And not a bad play. We might be even right now on elixir. That's punishing. Wow. Evo Inferno Giant is pretty much necessary in this deck. He's going to go with a Tesla across the bridge. And you know what? I'm just going to go with a Lava Hound on that because that's going to die, I think, before everything gets there. And I have a fat push just going to slam right into his face. We're actually going to tank that because we don't need to defend that. And we're just going to set up for an absolute devious, monstrous, and just disgusting push. Now, the unfortunate thing here is that he does have Electro Wizard, which is actually going to be not good for us. We're going to split piggies here, and I think we're just going to go with arrows on all that. That's not too bad, and hopefully those pups can take out the E-Wiz. It just absolutely just destroys them, and those pups are probably going to get a little taste on the tower there, which is actually pretty devious if you think about it, because the more chip we get against this deck means the easier it is to set up for a Maximus push and just destroy absolutely everything. We're going to go like that. We're going to go with a Valk over here as well, and we're just going to go with the Vines on that. This guy's really trying to win the game here, and it's just not going to happen for him. He tried to go with a little sneaky Goblin Barrel there in the front, but as you can know, I don't accept things like that. I'm too devious for this guy. I'm too remote. I'm too nonchalant, you could say. I think we're actually, that's going to clean, like, literally everything up there. I don't think that Ewe should even lock on the tower. And we're going to go with the Lava Hound just to get in the back. We are currently giving a house tour, because why not, right, in the middle of the day. We're going to save our pace. We're going to go with an Inferno Dragon in the back. He kind of just used, okay, well, that's interesting. We're going to go with minions there as well. Then we're going to just have our arrows to arrows that. We didn't even need the arrows because the Evil Valk's just so remote. Oh, that's low-key nasty. We're going to go with the Royal Hogs here. Hopefully some Royal Hogs can tank even for the minions. He's going to arrows that instead. We should be able to get some good value there. We're not going to Vines that necessarily because that push is pretty much dead. And it really is unfortunate that he's E-Wiz because I can't do a whole lot against his tower with him having an E-Wiz. We're going to go Tombstone over here on this side right now. And we will Vines that because the tower is pretty low. It's all about the huff, it's all about the puff. We go with the Valk right here, that should counter that. And then we're going to go with the Royal Hogs right away, and we're going to go with minions as well, just to take out that Mega Knight. He's overcommitting a lot of elixir in that lane. If he goes guards, I think that's going to be tower down anyway, because he's just so clueless to exactly what I have in this noggin of mine. Oh, yes. Frankincense once again. Okay, now we're going to switch over here. Oh, thank you for the night. We're going to switch over here to another Piggies deck. This is going to be good for, like, Fireball Bait. Obviously, when you have a Lava Hound deck, there's not too much Fireball Bait in that, except for maybe, like, the Lava Hound itself when it pops. But other than that, there's really not much. But this is definitely going to be your Fireball Bait deck with the 3 Musketeers. And the 3 Musketeers don't even die to Fireball and a Zap or a Log. So it's going to be pretty smelly to be honest. We're going to go with a cheeky little play on this side since we don't really have too much going for us right now. Hopefully the ice golem can get in front. He is going to get in front, which is great. And once that pops, that should be dead. It's going to take kind of all that out with a snowball, which is kind of frustrating. But we'll go to the mini P.E.K.K.A over here, which will take that out. And we're actually just going to kind of tank that Dark Goblin damage to the tower, which is fine because we're going to pump up anyway. Let's go pump it up. You got to pump it up. Now he could go with something devious here to try to sneak in a little attack, a little dark, as they call them. I don't know if Fireball. I don't think Fireball's a good elixir trade on that, to be honest. I think it's actually like a really negative elixir trade, which is good for us. We're gonna actually we will go through Musketeers, and he's just gonna go with a devious mortar placement that I just am not gonna be able to defend. So we're gonna have to go Royal Ghost on this. That was actually really good mortar because that's gonna take out. Oh, it'll sniff the 3 Musketeers, but not quite get them. And our Musketeers are actually gonna just pound those bats and absolutely pound town. And the Royal Ghost is gonna take out that thing. He's gonna fireball that, but he's not aware of the Musketeer in the other lane cooking up a storm. And that's already like a third of the tower gone. I don't think he has too much to answer with those Royal Piggies there. We're just going to get a ton of chip. The unfortunate thing is our tower's actually already at 1,000. Was that from 1 mortar? The heck even happened? Shoot. I don't have any elixir here today because I used all of it already. I was thirsty earlier today and I had to take a few gulps. We're going to go with an elixir pump in the back. And if he goes mortar again, the thing is I don't have my ice golem, which kind of sucks. He's actually going to prepare. You're telling me right now, this guy's got a P.E.K.K.A and a mortar. Not just any P.E.K.K.A. That sucker's large. We're going to go like this so that it doesn't lock on our tower, and then we'll actually go with an ice golem right here as well. Hopefully I can take out the bats, and it's just not going to have our attention of the P.E.K.K.A that we really need. We're going to go with a Royal Ghost right here. And I think we can defend all that with minions. He's still going to have to defend that Royal Ghost. And we're going to go Hogs in this lane as well. Oh, and unfortunately that gets a lot of damage. He snowballed pretty much absolutely nothing. He's going to have to do a defensive, defensive mortar. The Royal Ghost is going to go invisible again. Some even more troops. That tower over there is absolutely just buffoonery gone. And we're going to go with a nice, okay. We actually need to be kind of clutch here because, please all attack that. Okay, we're going to lose that tower, which is not good. But we're going to pump up once again. He's going to go with a P.E.K.K.A here. That was probably like a really good play on his part. It was a really good play. We'll go with a mini P.E.K.K.A here to try to kite that mortar. He's going to go with a fireball. That is going to be a lot of fireball value, unfortunately. But I think our mortar's still, okay, it's going to be locked on the tower, which is just kind of insane. We're going to have to tank this Dark Goblin here. Tank it, baby. How? Please, I need this. My mom's kind of homeless. Come on, get to the tower. Just Piggy, go. Piggy, go. Piggy, go to the tower. Come on, baby. You know you want to give a hit. Oh. Just an absolute sexy hit there on the tower. I think that might have been both of them. Just a double pump. Okay, so those were basically the 2 decks that I kind of crafted that are going to be pretty good Royal Piggies decks. Even when you do have the Royal Piggies here instead of the Evo Zap, that's totally fine. The Evo Zap, honestly, I don't think I even got the Evo Zap. It wasn't really that crucial in this deck, to be honest. So Evo Piggies was going to work wonders. But if he does have any splash cards or any swarm cards, Zap is going to work great. And then in this deck, obviously, I think just switch out Evolved Inferno Dragon, because even with the E-Wiz, we weren't able to use it a lot anyway, and I think that Piggy's going to be a great switch for that. Now we're going to go to the decks that are going to kind of counter this deck, right? Counter these Piggies. So we're going to first start off with probably the hardest counter of them all. I mean, you got Executioner, Evo Valk, and Ice Wizard, and a Tower, and Fireball, and just like everything in between. So he should be getting no breathing room, right? We want to suffocate our opponents as much as possible. Now, I'm not expecting everybody to play Piggies right now, so this is kind of just going to be a deck to throw out there, but hopefully that doesn't connect. Does that connect with a Valkyrie there? It doesn't. It gets like, it's near it. It gives me a little teaser. It teases me. It just, okay, that's okay though. Okay, we're not going to go the Fireball in that necessarily. We're just going to kind of stand back, honestly, here. And we are actually going to go with a Goblin Hut right here. Hopefully get some minions out of the P.E.K.K.A. We are going to do that. And I think, honestly, that should be fully countered. Did I really just hit my... Like, I don't want to say he predicted that, but that was pretty, smooth. It's okay. He doesn't have his P.E.K.K.A in hand. See if he has any Swarm cards. He probably has, like, a Skeleton Army or something with this. He doesn't. He has EWIS. And, we're going to Fireball that, actually. Please tell me that's in range. Okay, that is. Okay, we're good. Okay, we're not going to get an extra hit there from the... Ooh, that's a nice stream. We're not going to get an extra hit from the Fireball. And then, look at the Evo, actually, just completely gone. And the Goblins are actually pretty clutch against the Royal Ghost, too. So we should split that up pretty nicely. That should get no damage. And look at the Evo, actually, just absolutely cooking and baking and tanking everybody in the map. He's going to go with a P.E.K.K.A on that, which is fine. He'll probably have no Elixir after that. He's actually going with a Band-Aid instead. That was actually a really good play. Oh, just doesn't matter what he does, though, because the Evil Executioner is just going to slap him in the face. All right. We're just going to cycle our Valkyrie in the back. He does have P.E.K.K.A, so we got to be kind of aware of that. But we're going to go with our Hog Rider in the other lane. Hopefully get some chip on both these towers here. I'm not sure exactly what he's going to have to go against that. So he's going to have that. We are actually not going to Fireball that. I just don't feel like it's... Probably should have Fireball that, to be honest. You know what we're going to do? Yeah, okay. I was going to say he probably will end up pushing in that lane anyway. So we're going to go like this. The Battle Ram's going to do some pretty devious things to that tower, which is unfortunate. But we're going to slow this P.E.K.K.A down. Hopefully he wanders to the other edge of the map. He's not going to do that. We're going to put our Valkyrie down here. Oh, no, not the P.E.K.K.A. Okay, hopefully we can zap that and it doesn't get another hit. I'm shell-shocked right now. That's insane that got another hit. Okay, you know what we're going to do? We're going to Goblin Hut here. And then if he tries to go with the Ram Rider or anything else in the other lane, we're just going to go... Okay, we're going to Fireball that instantly because we don't need that getting any value whatsoever. We're going to put our Goblins down right here. He's going to get a lot of defense in that lane, and we're actually up quite a bit of damage in that lane, which is beautiful. He's going to Fireball that. We don't even have our Ice Wizard there. We're going to take all that out with a Valkyrie. And you know what? I think we're just going to go for... a cycle in the back. We're going to go with a Hog Rider in that lane as well. Okay, hopefully we can zap this just on time for our Evo actually to lock in. He's going to lock in nice and tightly. But the Pecker decided to take out my entire Hog Rider. So that's not too good. But that's okay. And we'll push our Ice Wizard over here so that way he can't get any value on that. And I think we'll just go with a Valkyrie on this, to be honest. Hopefully that can take a lot of that out. We'll go with Goblins as well. I don't really know what's happening right now. Oh, baby, don't get to the tower. Okay, didn't. I don't know which lane he's going to go P.E.K.K.A in per se. Probably in the other lane. Okay, he seems to kind of be reframing from going P.E.K.K.A. So that's okay too. Please die. Okay, it's going to die, which is good. We're going to take most of that out. And yeah, we're going to go like this. Okay, so he went with the P.E.K.K.A in that lane, which is actually really good for us. And I think that should be game, to be honest. I don't think he has much for this. We're going to Fireball and Zap. And he's just going to pound that tower down, baby. Let's go. Oh, wow. Look at that one. So that deck's obviously going to be pretty good for countering piggies, and it's also just a good deck in general. It's basically the Rocket Cycle deck with Evo Valkyrie and Evo Executioner, but just replaced with towers and a bunch of splash cards. Now, this deck actually copped off a guy that I played against before, but I figured, you know what? With Mega Knight, Bowler, Baby Dragon, and the good fat daddy Lumber, we should be pretty set forward here. It's an interesting deck, but something I really like. 1 out here. We're actually just going to cycle Baby Dragon in the back. I don't necessarily like to be the first person making the play, but it seems like this guy is lagging a little bit, so he's going to be a little bit behind on me than on Elixir. He does probably have his Hunter in cycle, so we're just going to cycle a Bar Barrel here. And hopefully not. He's going to log. Wow. This guy's intelligent. Great minds thinking, like, you know what, I don't know what this guy's really doing, so I'm just going to go like this. He could go Hunter on that and just, like, ruin my day. Okay, he's going to ruin my day. He's going to end up ruining my day. You know what, we're going to Vines that as well. I think I should take out the Hunter. And I don't think he has any air defense. Okay, he has a Fireball, but that's okay. We're going to get 2 devious hits on his tower, and we're going to tank that Royal Ghost in case he goes with something like a Royal Giant, which I'm sure he's planning on doing. Oh, that guy did get a pretty devious amount of damage on my tower. I did not expect all that girth, but that's okay. I think we'll just go Cycle Bowler in this lane. He's probably going to want to go this lane with the RG anyway. Okay, he's going to go the other lane. So, yeah, we're just going to go with a Mega Knight on that. He honestly could go a Fisherman, and that would kind of ruin my day. Yeah, he's going to go with the Fisherman. Okay, well, let's go with a Barbaro on the RG, since I'm pretty sure that Mega Knight's not going to jump back in time. And, yeah, that should only get about one more hit, which is just sexy. And he probably go with a Hunter on that as well. So we're getting a little bit of a tight situation here. Oh, he's going to let that bowler connect to his tower, which is just flabbergastingly fantastic. Honestly, that could even take the tower. Yeah, he's kind of carrying a big burden there. You know, we're going to go with the Baby Dragon in the back in hopes that he's going to use the Hunter on this Baby Dragon, because if he does, alright. You know what we're going to do? We're going to Vines actually all that. I think that should almost take out the RG, like, completely before it even gets a shot. Oh, never mind. It's going to get a few tanks off. Come on. You can do it. You can kill it. Come on, baby! Alright, it kills at the end of the day, but that was honestly too much damage for us. Now, he only has a minute left to pull this off, which I'm pretty sure he could do. He's probably going to rush with an Evo Ghost or something like that. He's going to rush with that in the other lane instead. So we're going to go with a Peck on that. We're going to also go with a Evo Baby Dragon on this as well. And what we're going to do now is go for a Kingly play and tornado all this backwards. Hopefully that can move at a lot slower rate. And please take it out before it gets too many shots. Okay. Both our towers are extremely low, but we're going to go with a killer play right here. So hopefully we can take his tower and, like, secure the victory. Secure the victory, baby. Secure it. Okay, we Vines the tower too. And that King Tower is not looking too healthy. Looking quite rare to me, if you had to say. 15 seconds left. Not looking too good. He's probably going to go with an RG or something. He opts out of the RG to go with something of a smelly play in the pocket. We're going to tornado that back, and, I thought I won the game. I thought I had a tower up on him. What the heck happened? Well, we could say I gave up on that one. I'm playing again. Listen, that was... I actually don't know what happened. I thought I was up a tower. That's intriguing. RG wasn't definitely the fan favorite in that one. We didn't even have a tower in this deck, so not the best matchup. We'll see what this guy's playing. Great. Again, no tower against an absolutely rock-solid being. This is going to be a challenge. And he probably has Electro Dragon as well, I'd imagine, like every single one of Golem decks does. Okay, this one's with Baby Dragon and Lightning. It's still going to be just... Like, why would you go Golem off the... Oh, yeah, don't hit my bowler, baby. Who the heck do you think you are? Okay, I'm going to let everything right there just take that out. Yeah, the Mega Knight should be good on that. He might commit... Okay, he's not going to commit anymore. He's going to commit some more elixir. Never mind, this guy's a... Oh, don't talk about his chaining in the tower. That's gross. Okay, this actually could be pretty bad for us. So, yeah, we're just going to go with the Vines on all that. And that should all be pretty much down here. We'll go with the Bowler right here. Hope we take out that. That's not going to take it out at all. In fact, it's just going to keep healing. So we're going to have to go Baby Dragon as well. Oh, I don't like this guy's deck. Are you serious, dude? Like, get a life, bro. Ugh. That's good. If he goes with the Golem in the back, I'm going... But then I'm going to get 3 crown. You can't win with this guy's deck. Okay, he's going to tornado that for absolutely nothing. So I think he might... He definitely doesn't have enough for a Golem. So we're going to go with a Lumber. Just a fat sack and a Loon play over on that side. Yep. Alright. Just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter what I do in this game. Yeah, we'll just Bar Barrel that. Hopefully that can die. And we don't even get a second hit on the tower. Who the heck does this guy think he is? Okay. We're not going to Vines here. We're just going to go with a Bowler over here. Because we kind of need our Vines for some other plays. You know what we're going to do? Get in front, baby. Okay, we're going to go for a Mega Knight anyway. Because I just want to pressure this guy as much as possible. And we're actually going with the Baby Dragon. We're going to go pretty much going in here. And we're going to Vines all that as well. We're going to Vines the tower. It's going to hit the tower. And unfortunately, he has a mini P.E.K.K.A, so I just don't think... Well, gents, this deck, I'm telling you, probably counters Piggies, but definitely doesn't counter Golem. So just be aware of that.